Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 7 Premium Polish Destroyer, Blyskawica. She has 15,500 health, a top speed of 41 knots, 7 120mm guns, 6 torpedoes, a surface detect of 6.8 kilometers, and 21 AA defense rating. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main armament, improved aiming accuracy, reduce the chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift. For my commander, preventative maintenance, last stand, basic firing training, advanced firing training, and concealment. We are on the map, New Dawn, and this is Ranked Battle in the Blyskawica. Now the Blyskawica, it's kind of important that you have a pretty good commander. I mean, that's pretty fair, right? Especially for ranked play. It's hyper competitive. I would assume that most of my opponents, especially at tier or rank 3, rank 2, rank 1, they all have 19 skill commanders. But I don't have that in the Blyskawica because, quite frankly, I only have one Polish ship. And I don't play it enough, and I should. It's enjoyable. But I think my commander is good enough to compete. Now, what is the Blyskawica good at? Well, its gun systems are very impressive. Advanced firing training coupled with concealment allows you a large window of invisifiring. And of course, invisifiring, it's so bad for the game. Well, you know what else is bad for the game? Wargaming. Sitting in smoke and having the entire game unspotted. There is nobody who is scouted right now. They're all invisible. And I'm sure most of my team is invisible. I'm just trying to find any avenue that I could get a spot on a battleship or perhaps a cruiser, although that would be a huge mistake by the cruiser. And what the Shiratsuyu overextended. Well, we cannot allow him to escape, and he tries to pop a smoke. But, of course, the Belfast, the token Belfast that's on every ranked team, in every game, on every server, uses his radar. And, of course, I'm going to try and shoot him dead. Unfortunately, the island's coming up, and we might get a little bit of damage around the island. Not exactly what I was looking for. However, the enemy runs into the island, and there are 3 different callouts to kill him, which is great, because everyone recognized this is the opportunity we're looking for. And that's sort of how ranked goes. For almost 20 minutes, you might never see a single ship, and yes, we actually burned him down, and I was so prepared to go quickly around the island and just punish him, because he pulled a Notser, and I didn't have to. My fire stuck. So it worked out pretty well. Now, as the Blyskawica, it's very similar to a Soviet destroyer. You operate at a range. You try and set fires. You try and harass. You try and make the enemy do something uncomfortable. And that's what I'm going to try and do. I see the enemy Nagatos. They're sitting out. There's an enemy Fiji that we got a sight of. We have yet to see the Belfast, of course. He is not going to let me see him for basically the whole game, and we're just looking to set fires. Now, if I could add one skill to this ship, it would be Demolition Expert. I do not have a commander that is skilled enough to use that. But I would love to. I would absolutely love to have a commander that could have Demolition Expert. It's got baseline 8. I have obviously the flags for 9, and then the Demolition Expert would put it at 11, and that would be a significant amount of fire chance on the enemy. And we're just trying to set fires. I know he has used his damage control, and now it's just a process of burning him down. My teammates are pretty well distributed. They have a pretty good hold on B point, and because we killed the destroyer, we don't have to overextend. We can take what the enemy is giving us. Now, what the enemy is giving us, and interestingly, you might have recognized that, hey, that situation awareness is now on your screen. That means that there is something between my ship and 10.4 kilometers. That is the maximum ship detection when firing my gun. So I would expect it is either the Belfast, and that's probably unlikely because they can't exist outside of smoke, or a destroyer. And, oh, the enemy fires on us. We burn him down. Yes, yes. Gonna turn away, slow the speed. It should pass by safely. It's very hard to hit a destroyer at long range. I mean, I am sure many of you have had to deal with that. And yes, Friendly Belfast is able to use his radar to detect most of the enemy and their positioning, and I'm going to try and fire at the Belfast. Of course, the Man Bear 67. Would have been a little bit better if it was 69, but I understand. Maybe Man Bear 69 is taken. I mean, if I was a Man Bear, I would definitely like 69. So we're still detected. And that means that, oh, look at what we've got. It's an enemy Sims. Now, I outgun the Sims straight up. This is a dangerous proposition for the Sims. But I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to try and do my best to do damage to him and avoid taking damage. It's a much harder shot for him than it is for me. So if I can gain a little bit of ground, not too much. Now, mind you, if you get outside of, I think, 6.6 or 6.8, his concealment will take hold, and he's going to hold his fire, and he's going to be one of those people. But you want to operate based on his playability in between 6.8 or 6.6, and I think like 6. That's about where I want to. And once you smell blood, you really just, you are not getting away. That's sort of the commitment I have made to him. And he is just trying his best. I mean, if he can get me, that's great. He's not going to get me, though, because I'm Notser. And I've died plenty in the Blyskawica. I don't want to die today. So, yep, one more salvo should be enough. Yes, indeed it is. Enemy Sims taken out. And just like that, we've taken out 3 enemy ships, 2 destroyers, and assisted with the battleship, obviously. We're not going to lose this game. And more importantly, we are going to be top XP earner on our team. This is one thing that I am trying very hard to make sure that I do at least. If I'm a destroyer, and I'm obviously one of the few that can scout for my team, I'm going to at least do top damage, or somewhere close to it, have objective control, that sort of play, because there are so many people who manipulate that particular stat to their advantage. You know those people. They won't actually play the game for anyone but themselves. They'll stay in their smoke and just farm damage. And to some extent, they are helping others, but it's a very selfish help. They're doing damage to people for their own gain. They're not scouting. They're not trying to move enemies outside of smoke. They have no interest whatsoever in using radar to detect. They only use hydroacoustic for self-preservation, not to preserve anyone else. You know the type of people. So you have to compete against these people. And how I've found the most success in the Blyskawica, at least, is countering the enemy destroyers. The only destroyer that you really lose to is probably a Kiev, but it's kind of a push. You will lose in a 2 versus 1, obviously. You want to eliminate all of the extra enemy influences over your engagement and really drill down to a 1 versus 1. But once you've done that, it's a big challenge to find something that is good against you in a 1 versus 1. Range is great, torpedoes are satisfactory, and the ship itself, the turning is bad. That's why I'm running with the rudder improvement module, but it's very good. I like the Blyskawica. You do need a commander that's skilled up, and if you don't really have a commander, at least concealment and really advanced fire training is a necessary. I wouldn't pull it for ranked, at least this season, maybe a future tier 7 season. But we're doing all right. And this Belfast, I hate you, Belfast. I want to send you to hell where you deserve to be. He's just sitting in his smoke and firing on any target he sees. He doesn't care at all. Oh, I can't spot for myself. Oh, friendly battleship has a sight on the Gneisenau now. Might as well farm damage. Yeah. But that's what they're supposed to do, right, Notser? Yeah, I guess. I just don't like it. I don't like a selfish player being rewarded for their selfishness. Oh, come on, take the Man Bear out. And I'm not picking on Man Bear. He's doing exactly what every Belfast should do. It's more that the game rewards the selfishness. And we're making good progress. We're almost rank 2. And I feel pretty good. We got 3 kills. 11 fires, 64,000 points of damage done, 1,636 base XP, a solid game in the Blyskawica, and of course all of it HE related. So go out there and succeed in ranked. I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.